Hi everyone, welcome back to Rated MA. Meg and I are not going to be rolling for this episode because this is a part 2. We are currently watching EXU Calamity. However, the first episode is 4 hours long and we were not going to record 4 hours in one sitting. So instead we did the first half of the episode up until the break, and this episode will be the break all the way to the end of this episode. So this is part 2 of episode 1 of EXU Calamity. You can check out the unedited reaction to this over on our Patreon. The link is in the bio of this video. It's also in our channel bio as well. But without any further ado, I think we're ready to get started back into the world of Avalir.
Ooh.
Okay, ready, Meg?
Yeah.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1.
Sam just said taint. Hi,
Oh.
folks, and welcome back to Exandria.
I forgot
Unlimited
that's how this
Calamity.
picked back
I'm
up.
your GM, Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Welcome back. Welcome to part 2.
The important thing is this. We return to Exandria in an age-long past in the flying city of Avalir. This is the last day before the city of Avalir will land and make good on its ancient pacts by releasing its store of ether, of raw magical energy, back into the lands of Dominus to replenish that continent and make good the promise to the druids of old Toromunda that a new age will come, an age of flourishing, of magic.
So we learned in the last episode that Nidus is in charge of the ether or something in that vein, and that guy came to ask him if he could have some extra ether, so stealing the energy that they're supposed to give back to their sister city and stealing it for personal gain.
I'm really glad you said that because for some reason I don't think that fully clicked in my brain.
Hearing festivities and the parade of beasts begins, and you can hear revelry all throughout the city. It's kind of wild to throw a party the night before a month of parties, but what the hell? Let's get it started. This is the last party before you have to party with all the people from the ground. So let's party now, Wizards of Avalir. The roaring cheers of taverns in these harbor side neighborhoods. We see harbors on the east and west shelves of Avalir with docked sky ships with their broomstone on either side of the ship's decks. We see going up Excelsior Plaza, just a wash and multicolored light as everyone gathers there to cheer in the replenishment. People will be partying here all night. They will party until dawn to welcome the replenishment. The scythe has libations flowing freely until the dawn, and then Caro Hulks with cots and beds at the ready will ferry people home to sleep it off.
Sounds like a fun night.
Can I have a cot that will come sweep me
however,
away?
Yes.
There are some parties that are not only just for festivities, but for the well-to-do to see each other. And perhaps the most prestigious of these pre-replenishment galas now unfolds at the Palazzo Porco. Marisha, your ancestral home, a palace for wizards. Feel free to describe, if you would be so kind, the visage of this place that we now see before us, and perhaps any preparations that Pesa has made in advance of this once every 7 years must attend gala.
Portia was clamping and clopping
Portia?
around.
Portia.
That's my
Sweating his gal.
Yes. I forgot my own words for it. Jeez. Oh, goodness. Pesha. Lindra, are all the gift baskets ready for everyone from the Septarian who may be arriving?
From the Sept. Well,
Yes.
my lady, we are not expecting any from the Septarian.
No one responded.
Well, many from the Ring of Gold will be in attendance. The apprentices of the Septarian will likely be here. But I believe the Septarian are. Sorry, I have extra gift baskets, and
And all of them have the 200 wands.
Brennan does frazzled very well.
the entire Octothird will be in attendance.
Fantastic.
Those most significant chairs of the Magisterium, the Court of Workings, of course, will be in attendance, as well as the Court of Owls. The guild masters, the hierophants of the 8 guilds. They are all coming. Do we? Many of them have asked for some extra guests in the previous hour. Do we want?
+1s. moments before a party starts. Just yes, anyone can come. It is the replenishing.
We do have actually a guest that was requested by one of the managers. There's a I'm so sorry. There's a young man who boarded in Vasselheim, who wished to come. That was requested by actually a member of the Ring of Silver. I believe he is a champion of the divine.
I forgot about this plot point.
Illusory trumpets blare, announcing the arrival of the first guests, and you see that they begin to arrive. As the sun sets, it is now fully. If you look to the east, you can see like the first stars. But if you look to the west, the sun has moved behind the continent of Dominus, but you still see like pink and rosy golden light clinging to the edge of the sky.
Sarah obviously likes to fly in. He likes to just do a couple circles around the gala just to see who's taking their time, who's talking to who, clock what's happening, and then land far from the entrance before he tucks his wing back in. And actually, he doesn't enter right away. He kind of throws his hood up, and he is a 6 foot tall ice Fura, but he still stands back a little bit and just clocks who's going in, who's talking to who's arm in arm together.
I noticed Sarah coming in.
You know how Sarah enters. Sarah does not like his name announced and broadcast as he enters.
I just kind of peek corner of my eye up at him, but not even really looking at him, just enough to where I signal that I'm aware of his entrance.
Who else arrives?
Before I arrive, one of my the Herald's Tome, my newspaper, is delivered throughout the city with inside these magical pneumatic tubes. There's no tubes. Mm-hmm. They just sort of free float around the city.
Get down!
But one of these pneumatic tubes enters before me and is delivered magically into the hand of the person, the caller who's announcing folks. I'm dropped off, not at the front door, but far away from it, so I can walk slowly towards the front door, trying to avoid attention as much as I can, but secretly wanting it. And complaining that I was dropped off so far away.
Sam's so good at playing like a
people
dick.
looking around. You do see that there are like clusters of wizards who are like still in the sort of area of like public where it's like on the street, like there he is, look, Witch of Sealy.
Yes, I don't have much time. I really don't. I must go inside.
I have to tell you, I've been reading the tome for 20 years.
I appreciate it.
I will say too, I know bards are both of our least favorite classes, but I love Sam playing a bard.
Sam is a very good bard.
He's a very good bard.
I brought it takes me a second to remember her name.
I love it.
Okay.
How very Scanlan of him.
But her name is Bolo.
This is one of my favorite moments of the whole thing.
She's a friend of a friend. We were sort of set up. This is the second time I've ever met her. She's gorgeous, isn't she?
Melinda mentioned that people were asking for +1s at the last minute.
Yes,
yes.
I told everyone that would be fine. So.
All right, fantastic.
Nice to meet you, I'm Bolo.
No, come on, man. Bolo wants to be a reporter like me.
Eventually, I'm going to be a reporter.
No, I'm taking her under my wing.
I love Bolo.
This your house?
Yes.
Who's like Bolo in this city? You know what, Bolo? Why don't you go fetch us some drinks and just do some mingling, you know? There's a lot of stuff that you can hear by picking up on people's conversations in these events. You might get some leads and clues.
In AOR, sometimes it is illegal to ask these questions.
From AR.
Yes.
No. Sorry,
Do you want drinks?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
She walks off.
Is it?
You know who she reminds me of?
Who?
That one character, Fjord, I played in that one shot.
Yes.
Nidus will roll up at this point.
Yes.
An army of, let's say, 700
Hodmedad.
700 Hodmedads are carrying a full-size tree.
Nidus rolls up in style.
Yes, he does.
Nidus, you always bring the best treasures.
Well, for the best people, nothing else will do.
And then I just kind of start to loop my hands around, and you see arcane sigils form into a disc that extend out, and I lift the tree kind of up and make it like this centerpiece of the party that's kind of levitating over everyone's head and rotating.
You do me such an honor.
Well, it has to have front placement.
Yeah, Laren is walking up. There's no she's wearing a liquid gold dress that looks like a cauldron of bubbling molten gold. But it's that weird apparition where it looks like the background that she's walking across has the features. So as she's walking, that's where the source of the pattern is from. So it's just like a weird visual.
That's cool.
That is really cool. It's a good descriptor.
Architect Arcane of the Court of Workings, Hierophant Abjura of the...
I cast haste on myself, so I'm down at the bottom of the stairs as he's...
Yeah, you actually guys, you hear that the pre-recorded announcement is Hierophant and speeds up. You get to the bottom. Mark Haste.
My hair just goes whoosh as she darts past me, and I'm like, yo. Okay.
A question for back when the kites were flying, and
yes,
Xerxes was on the balcony.
Oh.
Did I get one?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what Xerxes would have been doing is he would have then gotten on top of Tempest, flown out and done a round in the distance to make sure everything was clear. You see the griffin just soaring down into the entranceway, and kind of in one smooth motion as the griffin starts to slow down, Xerxes hops right off and plants his 2 feet onto the ground, sending Tempest out to scout these eyes in the sky, and takes a deep breath.
Sir Xerxes Ilrez, first knight of Avalir.
And he freezes because that is terrifying to him, to be announced in front of all these people and have perhaps eyes on him. He's just like, the complete opposite of this. He's probably frozen in his tracks.
Let me ask you a question. So you scouted and looked down at Cath Moira. Did you land in Cath Moira or no?
No. I didn't want to be seen, but I wanted to. I was looking from a distance.
In the
Sorry.
Is that from Epic?
of Daedalus
No,
Hero,
it's not actually.
Even from that great height, you could see that the lights were on and a small feast was being held. Nidus, you receive a longer missive than the one from your brother from your sister-in-law, Irme. Elias is well. Most days are fine for him, but in the days approaching Avalir's return, I cannot report that his mood has been bright.
And that's Xerxes'
I have done my
son.
best to instruct that he ought to send his father some word of kindness upon arrival. Please give Xerxes my apologies. Elias is at a tender age.
So if he was 5 in his memory and it's been 7 years maybe since he's seen him, he could be 12?
I think so. Unless he's imagining.
I don't know.
As you walk in and take a seat, and you feel a little wash of, not imposing, but a little wash of divinatory and abjurative magic. Just a little bit of, are you who we think you are? And if not, maybe I do something about it.
Cool.
All of you look out, protected in this ivy silence, with all of the power of the flying city of Avalir at your disposal. You look out at magisters, deans, and provosts of the flying city, apprentices of the Ring of Gold.
Where is Sarid? I saw him with you. Is
He was. He said he had something to take care of, and then he was going to come and join us at, the spot.
I'm actually chasing down the rando that Loquacious came with.
Okay, you go over. You go over, and you see that there is a Hadmadad holding a small tray of drinks, and you see Bolo is there saying, "I need drinks from you, not this." And you see that the Hadmadad's like, "Listen, I only have a small list of pre-programmed responses. I'm not actually sentient. So if I'm saying this, you know that you've asked for something that's not included in my brain."
Good evening. I know all the faces of this gin joint, but I don't seem to know yours.
This bag is giving me a hard time.
I can't take
I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't get your
Neither
name.
can I.
Bola.
Bola.
Bolo.
I am Sarit Agrupnin. My friends call me Pinch. Bola from...
Aor.
Travis is trying not to
Bola from
laugh.
Aor. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. And I escort you.
I need the drinks.
You need the drinks.
This bag keep arguing with me.
I hate it when they do that.
Can you destroy?
Bolo is so funny.
Correction, Bolo is my favorite character.
Yep.
I'll be back. Hood up.
I make my way down through the thing. I go over to Loquacious.
Who the fuck did you come with?
A pillar of gold comes by. Who the fuck did you come with?
Oh.
And I take back off to go find them.
You don't need to, Laren. She's just some arm candy. It's a momentous day on a lot of fronts, but I feel like there's news to share. I not for me. Of course, I hear nothing, but I'm curious to know what the news is, so that
Before we do, though, perhaps a toast to our friend Xerxes as his first
Oh, that's right.
night of Avalir going into a replenishment.
Thank you.
To Xerxes.
I would like to toast those that are not with us as well. To Evandrin, who should be here in this place, in this position of honor, and who would have been handling that entrance with a lot more grace than I certainly did. But thank you all, my friends. I appreciate you.
His legacy will be long-lasting.
I had a bit of a nightmare of sorts last night, I suppose. Maybe it's my anxiety for coming home. Maybe it's some nerves that I have from reuniting with my son. But it shook me. I didn't know what else to do but to come and tell you about it. Evandrin was in my dream, and in it there was a fight of some sort between, I can only say, the gods.
What did this betrayer look like?
He was red, had a horn. And I think maybe I couldn't remember if it was because of the way he was lying down, but I just recall seeing the side of his face and maybe one horn. Maybe if there was another one, maybe it was broken off. I'm not sure. I'm not remembering it so clearly, but I do remember something that was said. Gordranus.
Who here speaks Draconic?
Right here.
I do as well.
Throw it up. Let's go.
I knew you would.
The Gathering of Shadows.
26 on insight, and I just want to glean if he's really
Rogue.
shook by this or if he's talking about something else.
Ooh, 29 on history. Let's go.
And 22 on Arcana.
Also 22 on Arcana.
20 on History, 22 on Arcana.
26 on insight.
26 on Insight. Okay, so for our We'll start with the 22s on Arcana. Gordranus is it's draconic. You would know from the Arcana check there that the term Gordranus, it is like those are the literal meaning is gathering of shadows. Dragons aren't scared of much. Gordranus, those words mean, the connotation is an intense one. It's the kind of words that dragons would use to describe something they were scared of. The name Gordranus comes to you from a very specific place in history. It's an ancient text from the Schism. This is a text from when the primordials. So there's a lot of stuff about the Schism in the Librarium Incantatum, right?
How do you even spell that?
I wrote I can't spell, Jesus. SCHISM is what I wrote, but I think I'm wrong. Oh no, that is how you spell it.
Tormunda was founded when the Emperor of Fire and the Empress of Earth, that were two mighty primordials, were laid low and sealed forever away by the Dawn Father under Mount Igora. And it was in the guise of that mountain that eventually the druids of the Gaudrashari came and built Tormunda, tending to this holy place. And over time, those druids tended to it so well that other people came and sought them out. And then eventually it grew into a city, and that city eventually attracted wizards, and those wizards eventually took the top of that mountain and sailed away. There was a threat made in the epics of one of these battles during the Schism by the betrayer gods. It's attributed to different ones in different texts, but the text that at least, well, who knows, reliable, but the most detailed text that you remember from your encyclopedic knowledge of all of the scrolls of your library and all the tomes therein, is that it's often attributed to the Lord of the Hells. It's just a very specific wording that he said in the battle of his defeat in the Schism when he was sealed away, where he said, like, "Put me where you will, in darkness I will gather my shadows to me." Xerxes barely could stomach walking into a room and getting attention. The idea that this dude would pop off on a, like, "I had a dream that scared me," to his like peers, unless it was the realest shit in the world, is laughable. In fact, I would send a 26 insight, and you can roll deception against it if you want, but if you are trying to be honest in this moment.
I'm not hiding anything.
You know, the fact that he's telling you about this dream means there's 20 before that he didn't tell you about.
If any of this means anything to either of you.
I recognize the phrasing. Pesa explains what the DM just explains. Perhaps this vision of the devil-looking man, maybe he was the Lord of the Hells. Maybe you're having some sort of deeper connection with that moment in the Schism.
It's strange that you mentioned where the shadows gather. There was a crime scene that was reconstructed from Vasselheim. Some of the language and symbols that were used there were both celestial and infernal. Strange to see both. Not my thing, but unusual.
This is recent?
Very recent. You remember them, of course. The matron ascended. Many have
A
tried
lot
to
of mentioning
duplicate.
Matron of Ravens.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
I don't know the exact timeline, but she has ascended recently. Like within the last couple hundred years, I think. I'm not 100% sure of that. There's more info on the matron to come from Calamity that I think you will find very interesting.
I heard rumor through the grapevine that there were some artifacts stowed away here in Avalir from Vasselheim.
You not only have heard about people in the Ring of Silver talking about this, Loris was from the Ring of Gold.
So there's levels.
Yes, so the Ring of Gold is the highest level. That's the Arch Sept, Sept meaning 7. So that's the 7 archmages that preside over the city. Then they have their apprentices that are still part of the Ring of Gold. So there's 14 of them. Well, actually, I think there's more apprentices because the one guy had 2. I don't remember. Then there's the Ring of Silver, which is the next highest level. And then there's the Ring of Brass, which is what they are.
How do they get to that though?
They made their own ring. I don't think they're sanctioned by anything.
Oh.
They mentioned something about the Ring of Brass, but it was kind of like, oh yeah, that little thing that you guys do, you know. It was kind of waved off. So it's more of like a colloquial name that I think they use for themselves. I don't know that it's like a government sanctioned name.
Got it.
That's the vibe that I'm getting from it. I don't actually know.
Perhaps it's just timing. I think there are a lot of things that have to line up in order for something like this to work.
But it wasn't successful. Most of these, as you said, aren't.
I wouldn't be the one to weigh in on that, but
How would you know about it if there wasn't something left over? Like, if there was nothing, then no one would know that anything had happened. So there's something. Is there something?
Fair point.
It reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean thing of like when they talk about the Black Pearl, if like she leaves no survivors, then who tells all the stories?
Exactly.
That's exactly what it makes me think of.
I'm gonna rewatch Pirates.
One of my favorite franchises of all time. I think The Curse of Black Pearl is a perfect movie.
indeed, and I didn't want to detract too much from our champagne, but okay, there's a bow. I pull out from behind my cloak, tucked in between where my wings are, the half of this rusted, patinaed bow.
Can I look at it?
You sure can.
You can.
Thank you.
I also wanted to get Xerxes on this, but take it, okay?
Yeah.
I look at Nidus as well, just knowing that he has seen many an artifact.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it as well.
Inspecting it with the eyes of someone who runs the engine that breaks down magical artifacts constantly to like fill the batteries.
As she's sort of looking at it, I'm just gonna do something that I've done to her hundreds of times, but not in a while, and just sort of gently rub her shoulder and inspire her.
You want to throw some bardic inspiration on that roll? Go for it.
All right. When you make contact, I think a little bit of her perfume kicks up, and it smells like Isilrin, violet, and petrichor, which were the flowers at our wedding.
Oh, stop it. Stop
Shut
it.
up! If those two don't rekindle their marriage, I swear.
Adorable.
No comment. I know what
29,
happens,
incredible. Okay.
One of them's gonna die, aren't they?
There is a moment for something this mundane. You've never experienced something like this. You reach out with your divine sense. It's non-magical. It's a rusted scrap of metal. And normally things divine presence kind of keeps a pace of their magical signature. This thing is utterly non-magical. So you're like, well, I might get like a whiff of something. Powerful divine energy, specifically celestial.
Put it down, 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 put it down. Put it down. There's something's going on with this. I'm sensing a very powerful celestial energy inside of it.
I got shivers.
Magical shit all day long.
Okay, she's got a point with that.
Magical.
Nidus, you take a set of like master like tools out of your thing. You hit this with like a tuning fork that you have that you use for it to like okay, it's rare metal. What's the metal? It makes a weird note on the metal on the fork, the one you go for the most often, which is gold, right? It makes the right noise, but there's a weird tenor to it. And as you look at it, you look over the fragment of this bow. This bow was at one time 12 feet tall.
Whoa.
That's a big bow.
Was it a divine weapon?
This is made of gold, but it's not made of gold from any mine on Exandria.
Yeah.
Because this is gold wrought from the heavens themselves.
Yeah.
This is extraplanar gold. You are what your dear friend Laren is holding is the former bow of a solar, which is a type of angel. There are jokes from like back when you were on like a pirate crew back in the day. Like there were jokes about different kinds of gold, and someone used to talk about there was some cleric that like ended up being captured by the ship briefly before they could get like ransomed back off to their clergy, that was talking about like bows of pure gold wielded by solars, and a bunch of pirates would like laugh about like if I could ever get my hands on a bow of pure.
I think you guys watched Nidus hit this thing, and just for the next minute, it's just banging it.
Incredulous.
Lou Wilson, return to the CR table, I beg of you.
Nidus. You're just so transfixed.
Low-key, I need Lou's
These are the
fit
heavens
also.
themselves.
I'm loving the fit.
It's so
It's
good.
This is the
so
bow of the
simple,
solar.
but it looks so good.
12
does.
feet in length. Pure celestial gold.
With that information on a 29, Laren, you look at this. This, as Nidus speaks, and you know exactly what to imagine in this place, you realize the reason you have a fragment is that the bow at its center must have been shattered. In your head, you immediately go to Mage's Disjunction, 9th level spell, something that could have destroyed that. You look and look and look at this. You know how to look for the residue of a spell. This, first of all, the bow of a solar could not be dispelled by a mortal mage. And not only that, you think that this wasn't a spell. Something deeper and older and more profound than a spell happened. You know for a fact that nothing Vespen Chloris did or ever could have done what happened to this. When he tried whatever he tried, perhaps very quickly there was someone or something else in the room with him. And its mere presence took the weapon of one of the heaven's mightiest warriors and shattered it without effort.
That's scary.
That's absolutely horrifying.
She begins to like pocket it harder, and I want to ask you, the rules for interplanar travel usually require a bit of metal, something that you can attune to where you're headed.
Yeah.
Would this count?
It has lost all of its innate magic, but spell components rarely need to be magical. This would absolutely work for that.
She can't help but smile that she has the last thing that she needs.
Huh?
Announcing the champion of the Matron of Ravens, Pervon Su!
Yep. I knew he was coming. I knew he was in this.
What? You see?
Very important figure.
The reaction to the table.
You should have like parts the ivy a little bit so we get a good look. Thank you.
You see, walking through the doors of the
I'm curious what his
Palazzo
personality is
Porco,
like.
It's
a young
fun.
man, long dark hair, light brown skin, a severe, grave expression on his face.
This guy.
And you see, he's got a wolf with him. Walks into the party and hush goes over the Gala, as in this age of Arcanum, a champion of the gods has walked in. He walks in the stoic countenance of a ranger, and you see beside him a black and gray wolf stride in. He looks around sullenly. A mantle of raven's feathers.
Deathwalker's ward.
You do not see him clad in armor.
Oh, interesting. Oh, of course. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry.
I'll tell you after.
Hey, why would any kind of special armor be needed in this?
Oh, that's right. He
wonderful
doesn't
age
have the
Arcanum?
Deathwalker's ward because the vestiges of
Just a guy.
divergence haven't
They don't
existed
exist
yet.
yet.
Because the divergence hasn't happened yet.
Walks in,
Never mind. My mistake.
And you see this young man walk in. I will tell you, out of game, truly, this guy's probably 7th or 8th level. Madara Glyph walks up and approaches your table and gestures to you, Xerxes, and says, my lord, Sir Ilres, my apologies. I wished to introduce you. There's quite a curiosity here. A terrestrial champion of the matron of ravens has arrived, and I wished for him to meet Avalir's
Yes, of course.
first night.
I will make sure that he is aware of my presence.
And she wanders off.
I'm stealing that from now on. I'm gonna start doing that.
So you see this guy walk in, look around kind of sullenly at everyone here, and two
Some
brightly
emo
colored
in there.
magical scarecrows come up and start mopping his feet. And he goes, I beg your pardon, and starts to move. You see Galdrick snarls at the
Galdrick, that's his name.
Hodmadods, but
Yes,
also
that's right.
Galdrick is like, do I bite
Galdrick?
this suit of
Galdrick.
empty clothing that's floating around?
GALDRIC.
Here's my takeaway from all this. I don't know how it's all related, and I'm desperate for you all to figure it out. But one of my new sponsors is the Market of Wonders, and maybe I could get them to sponsor a 2 or 3 article series about how the gods are among us or something like that. The wonders of the gods meet the Market of Wonders or something like that. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I'll keep working on it. You guys figure out the nitty gritty of the connections here.
Should we consult with the hall? Is it the Hall of Prophecy?
Hall of Prophecy.
The Hall of Prophecy. I mean, the oracles there might be able to help illuminate some of the meaning of your
Well, I
dreams.
heard they're taking a little 24-hour respite because they're tired or...
To Loquacious and Laren, it's strange that you haven't heard that the Hall of Prophecy is closed.
That's very weird.
It is closed.
I was just I don't understand why they can't just wait another 24 hours till after the replenishing to take their
Would we
little
know-
vacation.
They're also the prophets. When they take a day off, they would know about it in
Is there a
advance.
precedent for that? Has it ever happened before?
Got him
There
there.
is no precedent for this.
I'm going to then step outside of our little field.
As you all go over to approach, I mean, it is a curiosity, certainly. You see Lycretia Hollow along with Madara Glyph and the Magister Micah Cormorant, Speaker of the Fourth, have all sort of gathered around this young man, Pervon Sul. You can hear the Magister say, surely some great distance traveled on foot, no less. I can't imagine. It's quite a journey. And how long have you sworn this devotion to the radiant eminence, the matron of ravens? Pervon looks out and goes, many long years have passed in the service of the Raven Queen, my mistress. I have come to speak on matters divine to the Septarian. He's like, I understand that the Septarian is the ruling council of Avalir. Is this not correct? My understanding is that a number of artifacts may have been brought herein to the city. You see, everyone sort of looks around, confused at each other. He says, the Septarian is what I must speak with.
Champion of the Matron of Ravens, yes.
You see, he bows his head respectfully to you. First Knight of Avalir.
First Knight of Avalir, yes. Shall I escort you away from your audience?
You see Madara looks and says, Sir Ilres, please, well listen,
Madara.
Sorry. And you see that she looks off. Pervon looks at you and says, I appreciate the offer. I would ask if I know that you serve the Septarian directly. As Madara goes silent, Magister Cormorant speaks up, and you see he says, Champion Pervon, and you see Pervon looks over and says, you may refer to me simply as Champion.
Oh my god.
And you see that he says, I think it quite telling that you should know that our first knight Xerxes is a wielder of divine magic. He has mastered the ability to call upon the divine simply as a champion of the people of Avalir, and perhaps
I'm watching.
Yeah.
Pervon. I'm just wanting to see how all of this lands on him. I'm not even looking at the magister that's talking.
You can see Pervon is deeply uncomfortable and does not wish to be here.
Mhm.
You see that Magister Cormorant simply says, I simply think it interesting. You know, there's been so many upheavals in recent history. You yourself, the champion of a new deity, and our champion not needing a deity whatsoever. You see, Lucretia Hollow looks over at you, Pesa, and says, it is so striking, champion, that the matron of ravens ascended to the heights of divinity, but saw fit to, of course, erase her magical research. We live in an age in which knowledge, as our Keeper of Scrolls can attest to, is
She
shared.
erased it?
Yeah,
Seems
it's
rather
not known by
interesting that
anyone.
the greatest
She
arcane
got rid of
achievement
the
of the age
knowledge
would
of
be
it, of her ritual.
erased. Feels somehow not in the spirit of the age. The knowledge won by my mistress was hers and hers alone, and hers to do with what she willed, and she did as she willed in her ascension and in the acts to follow. And you see he turns and walks away, and you hear Dean Hollow call out, "She is still one of us, though, is she not?" And he stops here.
Oh.
Says, "She was one of us. She does remember from whence she came. It is not their world any longer. Why would she not welcome us behind her?" Pervon leaves in the direction, Xerxes, that you pointed.
Great.
What is everyone doing right now? Like, in this sort of applause, as the Dean of the College of Necromancy effectively claims a member of the Prime Deities as still being on the home team.
Laren is going to start walking for the door, but I do use my my bracelet to send a sending to Nidus. I need 4 automatons in the heart right now. I have what I need, and I have very little time.
Oh, yes. Nidus is buzzing.
Nidus, relax.
Who's the? I grab a habadar.
Yeah.
Grab a habadar, and I just write down
Him and
4
these
automatons to
fucking
heart this
habadars.
instant. This needs to be in the hands of Alessandro as quickly as possible.
Laren, you head off to the heart of the city, I
Yes.
assume?
Just
Incredible.
walking out?
I'll send you a sending on the way out that just says thank you, and take off.
You're heading to the heart. Where else is everybody headed?
I do want to ask Dean Hollow one
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
After he sends off Pervon in a huff, I'll just have to have him said,
Or this is, sorry, like Lucretia Hollow is a woman.
oh, sorry, Lucretia Hollow. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just approach and say, well done. You represent the city well. I find it strange that you would care so much about anyone replicating what the matron did. No one has ever come close to such a feat.
Very smart, Sarah. Very smart.
She looks at you and says,
Actually, I have a, wait a
Yeah.
minute. I have,
yeah, she
Oh.
looks at you and says, "I'm sure I haven't the faintest idea." And the ring on your hand glows.
pulses.
Oh my god!
It's a lie.
Oh.
He has a
Cool
ring.
as
He
fuck.
has a ring that can tell lies.
There it is. There
That
it
is
is.
sick.
Fair,
It's
very fair. I
super
hope you
sick.
enjoy the champagne.
Megan, take your headphones off for just a second. It's a surprise tool that will hurt us later.
Pesha, I must ask. You know that I am happy to make allowances for certain members that are perhaps not entirely recorded in the guild's records. Of course,
You
Yes.
need not remind me.
Yes. Though I must ask, everyone up until this point has been someone of influence and someone who I was happy to do a favor for. However, today I was visited by Magister Cromwell.
This would have, I believe, this actually was Milus.
Oh, yes.
Milus' friend.
Milus' friend. I must ask, have you been offering my services to members so low as he?
I love how into it like Marisha gets with her body language and everything.
She reminds me of, this is how her campaign 3 character acts, Laudna, and I love Beauregard to death. The only character that competes with Beau is Laudna for me. I love Keyleth, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to Beau, Keyleth, and Laudna, like, Keyleth is at the bottom, unfortunately.
Wow.
I love Laudna. Laudna is one of my favorite campaign 3 characters. And it's kind of this voice, and she's very creepy, and she's a Sorlock, and she's wonderful. I love Laudna.
This name does not ring true in my head in the slightest. And I know everyone.
Well, and I'm going to spin her away.
And I walk away pissed. Who the fuck is this guy?
And I'm going to go get 4 automatons, for an additional 4 automaton, head back to the vault to get 4 more automatons, and follow, head to the heart.
Why is Pesa pissed off?
Pesa's pissed off because a low-level magister is talking about sucking the ether out of the city, because that's what the guy had talked to Nidus about. Nidus asked her, did you send someone my way? And she was like, fuck no.
Oh.
You two are rushing off after Pervon, right?
Yes.
Pesa, you've just found some news about a little breach in the circle.
So as Pesa is still at her party, standing under this immaculate tree that Nidus graced my presence with, and she's just kind of standing there, and it's like one of those shots where she's still and everything is buzzing around her like in fast motion, and she casts Detect Thoughts. And she's like ice cold in her face, just kind of almost like the fixture of this party. And she's just gonna go bing, 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 and just bounce around and just like listen. Yes.
I never thought about using it that way.
Because it's basically like open mind, but if you want a specific person, you can target them.
You're listening for someone, you're like, where did the circle get breached? Somebody here talked when they knew they shouldn't. You hear a voice in your Detect Thoughts, but the voice is quiet.
Ooh.
Like it's someone whispering to themselves in their own mind.
Whoa.
Do you turn to look to see who it is?
I just kind of look in the periphery.
You see a wobbling Hodmadad who has stopped serving drinks. Just sort of wobbling there.
One of his automatons, or his little helpers.
Listening through Detect Thoughts.
Oh.
Godrenis. And you see the tray clatters to the ground, and the Hodmadad disanimates and is a pile of clothing on the floor, soaking up the champagne.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I'm going to clock this because I've been keeping track of not just Dean Lucretia Hollow, but also Bola's bitch ass. And then an automaton just dropping into fabric on the
I
floor.
would make eye contact with Sarah and be like, go.
I want to tell you about Gordranus so bad.
You grab the Hodmadad, take off into the wings. So, Excelsior Plaza, into the heart, run off into a back room with this disenchanted thing. You're still sort of holding court here. We cut to our two outside, following Pervon.
Sir Soulp!
May I help you?
Well, I've come to ask that of you.
Please don't leave in a huff. Some of our allies back there, and I don't even want to say allies, some of the other guests were rude to you and
arrogant.
We just came to apologize.
I fear you make your home in a nest of vipers, gentlemen.
Ooh.
I cannot speak highly of my experience thus far in the City of Crowns.
Well, you're mistaken at least on one count. This is not my home. We are approaching it.
Speak your mind, First Knight.
What brings you here? You seem to have come with some urgency and some concern.
Very recently, I have come into the awareness that my mistress feels a concern. Something is moving upon the face of Exandria. Something that for the moment eludes even her sight.
That's not terrifying.
Her counsel brought me to Vasselheim, but my search was drawn short when I arrived at the sanctum of Vespen Chloris. He had gone missing by the time I arrived.
But you arrived at the site where he attempted this rite?
Here you see Pervon looks surprised. You just said something Pervon did not know.
Oops. I will cast Gift of Gab.
What does that do?
I take it back.
Yep. It's a
No shit.
rewind.
There's the up.
Wow.
You see, he. So in other words, that is like a vision that you have of the future that is quickly drawn back, and you see he goes, "I cannot long remain in this place. I came here to attempt to find reason amongst the mages of this place. There is precious little to find here. It is the belief of my mistress that something very reckless may have been attempted.
Like an ascension ritual, maybe?
Many have
Perhaps.
sought to recreate the miracle of my mistress's ascension. It is my belief, based on the counsel of my goddess, the Archmage Chloris attempted something wholly different.
Oh?
Not a recreation, but something new. The god of death that ruled over that domain, whose name my mistress sundered and removed from the fabric of reality itself. What complaint could he offer for his own demise that would not be hypocrisy? God of death, dying can hardly be said to be an aberration. It is my mistress's belief that Vespen did not orient his attentions in the direction of any of her or the counsel she keeps.
What?
That she has already conferred with each and every one of the Prime Deities. None of them felt an attempt on their domains or any of their power, and yet a ripple was felt.
Aiming for a different sort of a god.
We can imagine no other directions. If divinity was sought, and none of my mistress's counsel could offer insight, I need not tell you there are precious few options left.
Uh-oh.
You understand the implications of what I now tell you. If we are correct in what Vespen's focus was, then it is deeply troubling. The lack of sight into what may occur. Even more so.
I just said like a cartoon character sized gulp.
Every mortal mage who has attempted to recreate the Raven Queen's ascension has attempted to do as she did.
Right.
Ascend
Yes.
to a prime deity, strike them from their throne and take their place, erasing their name. We do not know for certain what happened, but having removed what we know did not, leaves us afraid.
That's not good.
You wouldn't be comfortable with like a one-on-one sit-down interview, like just an exclusive.
Samuel.
I could get some really great illustrations made.
Good
of
luck
you.
with your pit of vipers. I truly wish that we all may come out from under the shadow. And
Free advice, change your first name.
He goes, it's normal where I come from. And you see, he turns, his wolf vanishes in a blur of magic as he, in a movement of raven's wings, vanishes and disappears.
What I don't understand is why he didn't just say that he attempted to ascend to the place of a betrayer god.
He's not ascending. He's descending. He's trying to awaken a betrayer god and
to take their place.
Awaken them somehow.
Awaken them.
Yes. Yes, give them some sort of volition to break free of wherever they are.
Roro.
Do God knows what. Well, God knows what, huh? That's a good title.
Sam Riegel, I love you.
We're going
That's
to
all I
Sam
want to
Riegel
say.
Here.
I love
so,
him.
Thankfully, you guys have scattered the party, which is great for me. Love that.
Don't like the way he said that.
You know, I still can't believe Sam Riegel knows we exist. That's all I have to say.
That's so crazy to me, dog.
It's so crazy. It's so weird.
As you look at the Hodmadod disanimated, what do you do? Like, describe to me what it is you want to do.
So I have an ability that allows me to, an eye for detail. It allows me to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature object to make an investigation, uncover, or decipher clues or anything that might be hidden.
You take a look closer here. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. And
Oh,
I'll
Trav.
also, just because, I'll also use Unerring Eye, which allows me to sense the presence of illusions, shape changers, not in original form, or other magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet.
Ooh, cool feature.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's a 31.
Again.
Okay. 30, that's a dirty 18. Yeah.
You look at this Hodmadod down on the ground, disanimated. Something's wrong. You're not alone in this room.
It is this episode. Oh, I fucking love this scene.
Invisibility is a pretty beloved power. It's easy to get. Even very junior mages can master it. The problem with invisibility is light is very important for a number of functions. And no matter how cloaked you might be in it, you can't make your whole self invisible. You need just enough of your eyes to stay visible that light can hit them and you can still see. Perceiving a fraction of a pupil hanging in space, smaller than a grain of sand, would be beyond most people. But you've been trained to look for them because they always move in two.
Unlike your eyes.
You look up in a mirror in the chamber, and you can see behind you, smaller than grains of sand, there are two pupils.
That's so scary.
Continue with the items, and I will slowly reach under my arms and unsheath both of my hawks.
Hawks
And
out.
as fast as I can, I'll spin and not only draw both of the hawks, but my wings come out.
You whip around. You see where the eyes are, so you don't need to even see where the neck is. If the eyes are that far apart, right there. The first thing that becomes visible is the blood hitting the wall, and you hear the drop before the spell fades.
Oh my god.
This person went from being invisible to being dead and didn't have time to register what was happening. You see a body materialize out of invisibility.
What is it?
Chunks of skin carved off of a shaved head. Lips carved off of a face.
What?
Wearing rags covered in infernal runes. A mortal man who nonetheless is stitched together with orange irises and bloodshot eyes staring out of a dead face.
Fucking Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You hear behind you from the mirror.
No.
Oh, you will never reach the wild mother's embrace in time. Are you looking for something? You turn around, and in the mirror you see a shape in mist, swimming in the fog, in the mutilated face of Vespen Chloris. Reaches forward, hits the other side of the mirror, the glass cracks, and the face is gone as you see your own image behind the shattered glass in the reflection. And that's all for this episode.
No! I knew he was gonna end there, but I hate that he did!
Yep. I knew that was how this one ended. I was pretty sure.
Exandria Unlimited Calamity.
My heart is like...
Brennan Lee Mulligan, I swear!
Do I do more? Should I do more of a... Do you want me to do more of a story about that?
Next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
That's all.
Oh, we had with, is it Thursday?
Oh, is it Thursday? There you go.
Brennan always
There
forgets
you
to
go.
say
Is
that.
it Thursday? Oh, I love it.
Wow.
So, Meg, you have officially seen the first episode of EXU Calamity. What did you think?
I like it. I like it a lot. This flew by a lot faster than yesterday because I mean,
Really?
yesterday was just
I
character
feel like this one
introductions and-
was so much slower than yesterday.
Really? No,
Mhm.
today I was like flew right by.
The last hour, I think, was quick, but the first hour, I was like very aware of the time, but I've also seen it before. So for me, the building of Avalir is great and it's really useful for you, but like I kind of already know what Avalir is like, so I don't really need to see the building of Avalir. But I knew going into this that once we got to the feast, that's where shit begins to kick off. And I told you this when we recorded yesterday, when we recorded part 1, but there was a scene with Travis that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yes,
it was
and this is
this
it?
scene with Vespen at the end, and I couldn't remember if it was this episode or the next one. And I thought in the last episode, I thought it was going to be then, and I thought to myself, no, this is too early. It can't be. Then I was like, maybe it's the end of this one going into the next one,
You're right.
and it was. Because I remember when Travis
was
started
cool.
investigating and he said something about like, oh, I'm looking to see if there's anything invisible. I was like, this is it. This is going to be the scene.
It was good.
Oh, it's Brennan's, it builds so beautifully from like Brennan's description of how something invisible is not truly invisible to then Travis's attack roll and all that. It's so tense, like no one is even speaking because no one can breathe because it's so tense. And then you hear the voice in the mirror and you turn and it's
Yeah.
Vespen and it's
And
so
you're like, "Whoa,
ominous
wait."
and spooky.
It's awesome. This was a great scene.
That is one of my favorite scenes from all of Calamity. Like when I watched this for the first time, that scene really stuck with me.
I can absolutely see that. It's a really good scene. I was just like, wait a minute. Huh? Wait. Huh? Wait. Where? What?
Wait, why?
He's already dead?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I wrote down Not Alone in the Room, Invisibility, and then I wrote down Vespen Chloris because I was pretty sure that that was what the scene was. And when he described that it was this kind of Frankenstein corpse, I was like, oh, am I wrong about this? And he was like, you hear a voice in the mirror. I was like, no, there's Vespen.
There's Vespen. I know it took me a second too, and I was like, wait, is that it? And I'm like, did it not go through? But they said he was a different kind of mage. I felt like because he's the reason all this happens. So I was like thinking, I'm like, there's something not right. And then yeah, he said it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a picture of your notes because I was so invested in that moment to where I was like glued.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need a photo of that.
I'm going to have to make sure I didn't spoil anything, but I will 100% send you a picture of my notes because I did make a couple notes about Gordranus, but thankfully I don't think I gave anything away. I thought I was wrong about Gordranus, and I actually looked it up and was like, oh no, I am right. I need to trust myself more.
Real, you're so real for that. Yeah, I'm really liking Calamity a lot so far. Like a lot.
Good. I'm glad. I love Calamity. I think it's really, really, really fun. It's not like fun is maybe not the best word for it, but it is
And-
so different from any type of D&D I've experienced. Like Brennan, the whole time I was watching this, I kept going, "Oh my god, I need to be more creative as a DM." Of like, what do you mean there are kites that are spell kites that have homing beacons that can
I
find
love
people and deliver?
those.
Yeah, there are cat bus automatons. There are, you know, like all these things of like, oh, I just have a spell that magically refills, you know, cantrips. And I think the folly that I fall into as a DM is I get so locked into like what the actual mechanic of a spell or what a thing is, and I'm like, but you can't really do that. And then I think to myself, I see Brennan do this, and I'm like, oh yeah, rule of cool. Rule of cool is always better than rules is written. That's what Matt and Brennan always say. And I think I just need to get out of that headspace, and hopefully something like this, like watching Calamity and experiencing Brennan's DMing, I think that's gonna knock me out of it. I think, hopefully.
I'm very curious to see how things may start to incorporate a bit more as our campaign goes.
I'll tell you this. I have thought of ideas on how I am going to adjust the future of our campaign from watching these two episodes, these two parts of Calamity, the first episode of Calamity. I've already thought of some stuff.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So now that you've seen the first episode, do you have a definitive favorite yet?
No.
No? That's good. I think that's the correct answer. They're all good in their own way.
They are good in their own way. Sarah's really cool though.
Sarah and Quay, I think, are my two favorites. Nidus is a very strong third for me. I love Nidus.
Nidus is a lot
I
of
like
fun.
Lou Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have such a soft spot for Sam Riegel. I love Sam.
Yeah. Sam Riegel, he really gets you where you least expect it.
Yeah, he does. And I love that.
I know, I do too.
It's between Sarah, Loquacious, and Nidus.
That's my top 3 as well.
Yeah.
I do also very much like Pesa, because I think Pesa is a very interesting type of character.
She's interesting, but she's not my go-to kind.
Which is fair. Totally fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel with Laren and with Xerxes as well. I have no issues with either of them. I just think that characters that I enjoy fall into that category of like a little quirky, and that's where Quay, Sarah, and Nidus fall, I think, for me.
I love a quirky character. I mean, my favorite in Mighty Nine are literally not in Juster.
It's a Sam Riegel special.
Vox Machina, my favorite of all time, is Keyleth. We all know
Keyleth.
this.
Kiki's the best, and I'm
her.
a Vaxeldan. Like Liam O'Brien almost always is going to get my number 1 spot. However, I will say for campaign 4 of Critical Role, Wickander Halevar, Sam's character, is my favorite character. Wick
So
is
good.
so good. I love Wickander Halevar. He's
remember
excellent.
when we were on our trip, you and I were just cracking up just watching campaign 4 because
Yeah, Sam is amazing in every campaign. Scanlan is fantastic. Knot is one of my favorite CR characters of all time. FCG was wonderful. Breas is great. I prefer FCG to Breas, but Breas is fine. But Wick, oh my god. Wick is
Amazing
a top
character.
3 Sam Riegel character for me, not including Calamity, because Quay is amazing.
so far in campaign 4, Wick is my favorite. And I think
Yeah.
it's been that way since 1.
I really liked, at the very first episode, I really liked Octus. I thought Octus was really cool.
Mhm.
And honestly, I
I
think
like Tyranny too.
Tyranny's great. Tyranny's a fan
Yeah.
favorite. People love Tyranny. I think honestly, my top 3 as of right now, definitely Wick. I would say Sir Julian, which is Matt's character, the kind of asshole knight.
Asshole, yeah.
Yeah, Matt's a little sexy when he's mean. And I'm into it. And honestly, I really like Tayor, which is Travis's
Really?
character. Tayor. Did you see the scene where he gets like kidnapped and they're like cutting his shadow to pieces? Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen
Okay.
that yet.
Don't worry about
Why
it.
are they doing that?
It's so funny. It's not funny because Travis is like, when Brennan's describing it, Travis is like, Brennan, what the fuck?
My camera
it's
died.
great. Well, this happens to us.
This
Anyway,
happens.
it's a very good scene. So I think my top 3, I'm gonna go Wick, Julian, Tayor. I really like those 3. Well, guys, Meg's camera said it was time for us to stop. So we will end here for the night. Thank you so much for watching EXU Calamity with us. You guys can check us out in the first part of episode 2, coming out soon and for you guys in a few days. Meg and I are very excited to continue the watch of Calamity because we're having an absolute blast with it. So much fun. So we will check you guys out in the next one. Bye.
Bye. You can't see me, but I'm excited and I'm waving.